Okay, well, I conveniently called Driver Dan Cherry. Been racing out here in Roseville since '85. Love this track, love the community. So much fun. I wound up getting my kids involved. This is my oldest son, Thomas. I call him Tommy, but he likes being called Thomas. But I'm racing my new legend here. I'm new to Legends, and I'm letting him pilot my minion car here, the yellow number 15 '93 Honda Civic stock. No other car out here is stock. This one is. And so this is really his first time driving my car, and probably like what, your third time in F4s?
Yeah, it's about my third race. Did a test session like 2016 when I was still in high school, and then we got lucky enough to get a car loaned to us from one of our fellow competitors, and got to race against my dad one time, and had a pretty good battle side by side for about half the race or so, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm glad to finally get the chance to drive the Minion as we've deemed the car, and really excited to get started.
So these are supposed to be our entry-level classes, but I'm holding up quotation marks because, in all honesty, the F4s and the Legends, these are our strongest fields here today. So I'll start with you, Thomas. What's it like being a part of these really competitive F4s tonight?
I'm so excited to be part of this F4 class, especially with getting to know a lot of the drivers through just helping my dad out and everything like that. It's been really awesome just to get to know them, and then kind of see how they race, and finally get that chance, especially with a competitive car like this one, to be able to race around some of the drivers like Matthew Fuse or Ray Molina, his father. So that'll be fun, having that father and son duo out there, and then also having people like Stephanie Zabella. I don't know if she's out here tonight, but Vicky Thurberge, she's really getting a handle of the car, and I'm excited to be out there with her.
Then you look at the Legends, and Dan, it's like a bunch of pro race car drivers in that field. And then you got a guy like yourself trying to defend your home track. How tough is it to succeed in one of these Legends?
Actually, it's very challenging, but that shouldn't stop anybody from trying it, to be honest. I mean, these cars are all very highly tech, so they're making sure that they're really close to being the same. And so knowing how to set up, knowing how to drive, and like you said, you've got so much experience out there with the young racers out there. And I'm getting in this thing, and there's so much horsepower to weight ratio, which means when you step on the gas, the thing really wants to go. And so it's a big learning curve. I'm probably going to be in a B main tonight. It's, like I said, it's my first time out with this car. I'm just super excited, obviously, by talking super fast here. But it's so much fun. I'll try my G rating here. It is kick booty. I mean, it really is. When you step on the gas and it sinks you into the back of that seat, and you're just holding on to that steering wheel, and it just takes off, and you hit the brakes and they slow down real fast, and it's just a lot of fun. And no matter what, it's really, even that entry class, like you said, the entry class for the F4s, which is now mini stocks, got rid of that breakout rule, thank goodness. And so people are actually able to show what these cars really can do. But that shouldn't stop anybody from trying to get into this class. As Tommy was alluding to, one of the best experiences you could ever have is be involved with these mini stock F4 racer community. They help each other out. They want to win. They battle really hard. They push everybody to be the best they can be. But when adversity strikes, they reach out. Somebody blows a motor, they're helping them with a motor. If a car gets destroyed, they're helping them get a new car out here. They help them get their car faster, work on the driver, work on the car. It's so wonderful. It does harken back to the 80s in racing, where when the racing was done, the fans, the racers, everybody went to the pizza parlor, hung out, had a good time. And that's exactly it. Everybody's looking out for everybody.
So I think I'll end with this for Thomas. You're kind of like me. We grew up at this track, sitting in the blue seats watching your dad race, or in my case, sitting with my dad. We're going into year number 70 of this track. Just tell us what this track means to you and what it means to be a part of that 70th season.
I think it's not only me. I think it's everybody in the Roseville, Sacramento area having the opportunity to see all these race cars, the race car drivers, all the personalities, even getting to know the officials, the guest services people. This is just such a great experience. It's a really intimate atmosphere where you're really against a bunch of friends. You can make a lot of friends, have some fun competitions in the stands, and then having the opportunity, like having this class or the Legends class now, to come over from the stands to the pits. It's really going to give a lot more exposure to not just the racing around here, but all across California and across the United States. once we can start getting more people out here and just being able to be one of those people from the stands, and luckily enough to have a father who was in racing beforehand and now can do it myself, it's so great, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, Dan, Cherry, Thomas, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
I do want to say one last thing. It's wonderful to see somebody like, hanging out in high school and wanting to write for their high school paper, becoming so successful in the racing media. Congratulations, Stevens Blakesley. I really do appreciate all you've done through all these years. Continued success.
Well, thank you for that, and we wish you guys good luck tonight.